Alright, so the deer just reset today. So I went ahead, did stage 3, and now I have enough to actually give Festival King his Holy Relic as well. Just like I did with Elaine 2 weeks ago. I am a little bit concerned, and I was debating not giving him his Holy Relic because we have leaks of Ludociel's Holy Relic. But I just don't want to believe that they're stupid enough to release 4 Holy Relics, and then 2 weeks later release 2 more Holy Relics for the same material, and then 2 weeks later release more Holy Relics for the same material, right? There's no way they're gonna do that, right? Like, famous last words, but like, that would be so dumb. So how much does he get with HP defense here with the Holy Relic? Let me take a look. 64, I mean, for a unit so old with Holy Relic, that's pretty good, I would say. Again, there are characters like the one's like 65k, but like that's the one. The one always had like insane combat class anyways. So it made sense that with the Holy Relic he has like the highest in the game. But what does this King Holy Relic do if you don't know? Essentially, let me start up a match so we don't have to wait for me to stop talking. Essentially, it applies bleed whenever he does an AoE skill to all enemies. So you're basically getting the whole passive for him if you use Elaine with just one card. And that's the whole idea, right? You use Elaine on your team, and with one King AoE, you get full passive for him. Would that be good? Good enough to like recommend people to use it? I don't know. I'm gonna have to see, but let's go with this right here. See how it goes. So we got full King passive. This attack is gonna hit very hard. Yep. I knew the attack is gonna hit very hard because it has release, right? So if it has more, you know, the more of those debuffs being shock, poison, or bleed, which I apply all 3 with just one attack because I have Elaine, and Elaine applies shock to all enemies when they're hit by a fairy character. Because he had like all 3 of those, he took a lot of damage. I'm curious to see how much damage. Oh my god. My king's dead. Yeah. That is unfortunate. Merlin. Wow, that did nothing. I guess because the Holy Relic went away. Merlin is funny character, huh? Should I use a different character other than Kyo? I felt like Kyo would be his best option. Just because I should have killed Kyo. I went for melee for style points. I guess because melee, it's melee. But I should have killed Kyo, because then I wouldn't have the ignites on my king. If I killed Kyo, my king could have been okay. So that was definitely my mistake there. But in any case, Merlin would be a hard con. Like I'm very much struggling to say that this relic is good or not, just from already playing like this. Like yeah, like like the Holy Relic makes the unit work, right? That's the whole idea. But like, is that good enough of a premise to actually make it worth using? I mean, the AoE in the attack to actually make it like worth using King in general, because you still need Elaine, right? Like I feel like I still need Elaine's damage increase with her Holy Relic as well to even make the team work in general. So it's like it's gonna be. I mean, we'll see with our matches here how it goes. Basically, we're gonna have to evaluate if it is worth or not actually giving King's Relic. Can I kill Kyo here? He does have a lot of debuffs. Who will do more damage here? 300%, 170, type disadvantage against... I think Zeldris would hit harder. I know, Zeldris hits hard. Okay, maybe... No, I was correct. Zeldris did hit harder because it like, what, 80k with Kyo? Yeah, it's unfortunate that King got absolutely eviscerated by one attack from Merlin. Maybe I should use King with HP defense. I'm using him with attack crit because I want to see him do damage. But maybe I should use him with HP defense. I don't know. I don't know. Well, we won this match. Let's move on to the next one, I guess. Actually, I don't know. If I killed Kyo last match, Trader Melly would probably kill my king regardless, right? The end. And now, this is where Elaine comes in very good play, because we're actually gonna seal his buffs and then attack. And let's attack King, I guess, because he has 4 ignites. He can't cleanse. I guess it's the whole idea of giving Elaine this card. The 200k level 1. Yeah, that card hits very hard. That release card, like, because the issue of that release card always been that you can only use that card like second turn, right? Because you had to like do the king attack and then do the Chu. Names. I'm terrible with names. It's my dad's fault, actually. I never knew this, and the other day my dad told me that he's terrible with names, and I said, it's your fault that I'm like this, huh? Now I know why I was made this way. Help, it's Hendrickson. You have to do the 2 Hendrickson attacks, and then only the following turn. Yeah, Dian's a great tank, by the way. Only the following turn. I just had like a bunch of ignites. You could actually do the release card, but here I can do the release card like straight up, like right after the AoE card, which is definitely a very big plus. The damage I did with the freaking actual poison, whatever, it seemed very weak, but that's because the AoE card is very weak, alright? So it's not like Festival, the other Festival King. Like when I do his attack card, the shock does really good damage, but that's because the actual card is doing a lot of damage. The AoE card is just not very damaging, right? It is a funny thing when you discover something about your parents and you're like, oh, it's your fault I'm like this. Happens all the time to me. Like my parents be like, my mom be like, oh, I'm terrible at this, and I'm like, you son of a bitch. It's your fault. It's your fault. Oh, really fun facing Melascula. There are obviously other really good combos for this team. I definitely want to make a video on red. God damn it. I did just wake up, which is something I say all the time, but it is true. Like, I do tend to, I wake up and then I shower, I have breakfast, and I just instantly go start making videos. And usually by the second video, I'm like, my brain is working better, but the first video that I usually record a day, I'm kind of stupid. Listen, it's my parents' fault, really, so don't blame it on me. King kill here? I don't know. It's a real player. It's laggy. There are definitely other combos we like. Red Lilia is definitely a unit I'm definitely going to use as a combo for King here. The Assault Melee, god damn it, man, it's not a good unit for me to face, especially with Melascula, man. Melascula. Kaki Maikio. Yeah, Red Lilia. Definitely gonna use, obviously, Helbram with his Relic. It's gonna be very good. There are many units that I think would work well with this combo here. Now that King is actually somewhat viable. Wow, he went for the kill. What? What? What an ego. He went for the kill instead of actually taking off the ultimate gauge. Nah, I relate so much. See, Elaine's healing card is something that I feel like a lot of people still aren't going to be used to for a little while. That healing card straight up saved me, right? That healing card straight up saved my Elaine. And the ego of just double attacking Elaine to go for the kill. It's funny. Okay, Bon. I think we're going to be good against Bon. We can seal the Easton from cleansing, which is nice. So we're gonna go for obviously this and seal the buff cards. This is like I've always said, you know, every time I use a lane, I'm like, her buff seal is very occasional, but when it works, it's very good. And this is where, like, the buff seal from Elaine can be very good. We're sealing both Easton from cleansing our debuffs, which is very nice because we want to keep those, you know, debuffs applied, obviously. And we're sealing Bond from being able to use his cleanse, or his heal. So very, very good. Oh, that was good. Okay, that's more like it. Is it like the shock is very interesting because I feel like that shock is a very weak debuff in general. It's a very weak debuff, but I feel like the shock from Elaine is very good because you can use whatever cards. Like the big hit that King did, right? The big attack King did was what procced shock on Ban, because the strongest attack is one that prevails when it comes to those debuffs. So when I hit Ban with that single target, that's the one that proc the shock on top of the poison and the bleed as well that the other card hit. So that's why that on Ban it was like, whoa! Yeah, so the shock, I'm glad that this time around shock's pretty good. Shock usually is a very shitty debuff because these debuff cards, they always give them like just really bad multipliers, right? Because I mean, imagine if there was a bleed card AoE with a 500%, no AoE, look, a single target bleed card with a 500% multiplier, right? You get 500%, the next turn is a 500% again. It's like, it's 90%, bleed is 90%, but still, essentially that. So it's also like very unfortunate when like the bleed AoE card is like 80%. Like it's so bad, right? Like, so there has to be like a medium ground where it's not too OP but not too terrible. And I think with Elaine's passive, it's kind of like, it's almost in the OP realm, but it also depends on what character you're using anyways. So I kind of like how they did it with Elaine, with her passive. And now, like, as you can see from the ult I'm doing with Elaine, Elaine's ultimate was buffed. I think when she came out, on the patch notes, it was buffed, and now it's actually very good. Okay, let's prevent him from ranking up. I'm gonna kill King, because I think he will actually kill. I should have active lane first, actually, because that would have procced the shock, but I'm gonna kill anyways. Yeah. Yeah, that single target now with all the debuffs already being in place in the first turn is so good. He got the attack seal to combine right there. That's very unfortunate, but I guess it is what it is. At least he can't rank up. To like level 3 attack seal me or something. Oh, he's gonna push ult. I mean, he's not because he's gonna lose ultimate gauge. So he couldn't actually. Yeah, and with one attack, I'm already... Wait, does he not lose an ultimate gauge? Am I tripping? He already had 4 ultimate gauge, right? Am I tripping? Aren't these the three? Yeah, these are the 3 debuffs that take off ultimate gauge. Didn't he already have... Oh, okay, he lost right there. Okay, I forgot how it works. They lose the ultimate gauge when their turn begins. I forgot that's how it works. It's usually with the debuff that takes off ultimate gauge, you know, Galfer's debuff. It's when their turn ends, right? That's when the debuff goes away. Oh my god, she heals for... Did she heal for like 93k or am I tripping there? Level 2 hero is pretty good. So yeah, this team is pretty good. I mean, again, I do want to try out other combos with Halkio and stuff like that. And I think with Red Lilia, it's going to be very good. Obviously, Hellbrim, we're going to have really good stats and stuff like that. Well, let me COU from using buff cards. Although, I'm a little concerned I'm going to attack with Kyo first here. Because I'm a little concerned he might have dodge food. So then we're going to do this. He did not have dodge food, so probably has the... Oh, he probably ult food, huh? Yeah, he probably has ult food. That's okay, he's gonna lose ultimate gauge. So long as I have a king card, an AoE, I completely prevent him from ulting. Yeah, he loses the ultimate gauge right there. before their turn begins, which is kind of broken. Like this was like a measure they took to essentially cuck Goddess Liz teams, because Goddess Liz Ultra Rush teams were the meta when this guy came out on JP, and on global as well. But like JP, he was a much more significant release than on global, I would say. There's no way we kill Tarmiel there, right? I'm hoping like we somehow kill him, but I don't. Nah, there's no way we kill him. Yeah, and I was hoping that that would work out that way, but it didn't. Okay, well. A buff CO would be great here, actually. No, we get 500 KO cards instead. I mean, we did get buff CO, but... Did he ult rush? No, good. Good. He's gonna put up on a damage reduction. No, okay. No damage reduction is fine by me. Let's put this up so cards combine. We're gonna get Keel's ultimate here. And then hopefully this card will actually hit. Hopefully the shield is gonna break and we hit the card. So we can actually seal him from using... I don't think it will actually. God damn it. Oh, I should have... Ego. I should have actually double attacked with Kyo. And it would have actually broken. Nah! Bro, so people... Okay, people actually tell me Kyo doesn't have a extra card rates. Like... Oh, it's because you're not using the Kyo cards. That's why. I just got 4 Kyo cards. Out of any card I could have got, I got 4 Kyo cards. You're gonna tell me he doesn't have increased card rates? You're joking. I'm actually gonna lose this match. I'm not... He stunned 1 unit and I can't use a single card. I probably should make it in a way where I actually can use as many cards as I can here for next turn. I'm actually gonna lose this match because Kyo. Hey, I just got... Okay, out of 4 cards I could get again, I got 2 more. Like, you're not gonna tell me this guy doesn't have increased card rates. You're not gonna tell me that. You are incorrect if you say that. Simply incorrect if you say that he doesn't have increased card rates. I actually lost this match. When I could have easily won if I got a king debuff the last turn, because I would have actually taken off his ultimate gauge. That's Kyo, bro. That's Kyo. So dumb. Let me recap. Out of 8 cards in 2 turns, Kyo got 6 of them. Let's all agree that I wasn't delusional and that actually happened, right? Out of 6 potential cards, who has a Sour Link? You. I'm still gonna kill King. Although his shield is not... Maybe that was a mistake, but at least he can't rank up. Out of 8 potential cards in 2 turns, Kyo got 6 of them. I'm not delusional, right? That actually happened. That actually happened. Okay. Well, I'm done. I don't know which team I'm using next. Might be... I think it will be Red Lilia. But there's a few teams I'm going to use with him, for sure.